Long ago, there was a land called Sparta, where brave and strong men lived by the code of honor and discipline. They trained from childhood to become fierce warriors, ready to defend their city and their freedom from any enemy. They valued courage, loyalty, and self-control above all else. They were led by wise and noble kings, who guided them with justice and mercy. In this video, I will share with you 7 ways to rise ahead of your competition, based on the ancient wisdom and experience of the Spartans. If you want to learn how to achieve success in life, whether it is in business, sports, or personal matters, then this video is for you. You will discover how to apply some of the principles and practices that made the Spartans one of the most formidable forces in history. You will also learn how to overcome your fears, challenges, and weaknesses with confidence and determination. But before we begin, please make sure to activate the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos in this series. And don't forget to stay till the end because I have something very important to tell you at the end. Chapter 1. The first way to rise ahead of your competition is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. The Spartans had a clear vision of what they wanted. They wanted to be free from tyranny and oppression by their neighbors. They wanted to protect their land and their people from invasion and exploitation. They wanted to maintain their reputation as warriors and leaders among other Greeks. They had a common goal that motivated them every day. They wanted to serve Sparta. To have a clear vision like that means you need to know what you want in life. What are your values? What are your passions? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? What are your threats? What are your resources? What are your obstacles? You need to have a clear picture of where you want to go and why you want to go there. Having a clear vision will help you focus on what matters most. It will help you prioritize your actions and decisions. It will help you set realistic goals. It will help you measure your progress. It will help you celebrate your achievements. It will help you learn from your failures. It will help you adapt to changing circumstances. It will help you inspire others. Chapter 2. The second way to rise ahead of your competition is to work hard every day towards achieving your vision. The Spartans worked hard every day towards achieving their vision. They trained from childhood until old age. They practiced every skill they needed for war. They followed strict rules of discipline. They endured harsh conditions. They sacrificed comfort for excellence. They never gave up or complained. They always did their best. To work hard every day like that means you need to have a strong work ethic. It means you are committed. It means you are responsible. It means you are reliable. It means you are persistent. It means you are productive. It means you are creative. It means you are passionate. You need to have a strong work ethic because working hard every day is not easy. It requires effort. It requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. It requires courage. It requires resilience. It requires patience. It requires perseverance. Working hard every day is not optional. It is essential. Working hard every day is not only good for yourself, it is good for others. Working hard every day can make a difference. It can change lives. It can change worlds. It can change history. Chapter 3. The third way to rise ahead of your competition is to learn from others who have achieved more than you. The Spartans learned from others who had achieved more than them. They studied other cultures. They observed other leaders. They listened to other mentors. They sought other teachers. They asked other questions. They sought other feedbacks. They sought other advice. They learned from others who had achieved more than them because learning from others can enrich your knowledge. It can expand your horizons. It can broaden your perspectives. It can deepen your understanding. Learning. I see that you are working on a script for a YouTube video on Spartan warriors advice. You have written a good introduction and 5 chapters so far. You have asked me to continue where you stopped writing. Chapter 6. Be decisive and confident. I will try to help you by generating some possible content for the rest of your script. Here is what I came up with. Chapter 4. Be decisive and confident. Continued. We can also be decisive and confident in our actions and behaviors. We can take initiative and responsibility. We can plan and execute. We can solve and improve. We can overcome and succeed. We can face and conquer. We can challenge and grow. We can be decisive and confident in any situation, whether it is easy or hard, familiar or unfamiliar, expected or unexpected. One of the most famous examples of Spartan decisiveness and confidence is the Battle of Thermopylae, where 300 Spartans led by King Leonidas faced a massive Persian army of over 100,000 soldiers. The Spartans knew they were outnumbered and outmatched, but they did not hesitate or fear. They chose to fight and die with honor, rather than surrender and live with shame. They held their ground and inflicted heavy casualties on the enemy, until they were betrayed and surrounded. Even then, they fought to the last man, refusing to give up or retreat. Their courage and sacrifice inspired the rest of the Greeks to unite and eventually defeat the Persians. What can we learn from this? We can learn to be decisive and confident in the face of adversity and uncertainty. We can learn to stand up for what we believe in and fight for what we value. We can learn to be loyal and brave, even when the odds are against us. We can learn to be resilient and determined, even when the outcome is unfavorable. We can learn to be honorable and heroic, even when the cost is high. Chapter 5. Be humble and respectful. The seventh way to rise ahead of your competition is to be humble and respectful. The Spartans were humble and respectful in their attitude and demeanor, whether it was towards themselves or others, friends or foes, superiors or inferiors. They were humble in their achievements and failures, whether it was big or small, personal or collective, deserved or undeserved. They were respectful in their words and deeds, whether it was praise or criticism, advice or command, request or demand. To be humble and respectful like that means you need to have a balanced self-esteem. It means you are aware of your strengths and weaknesses. It means you are grateful for your opportunities and challenges. It means you are proud of your efforts and results. It means you are humble of your limitations and mistakes. You need to have a balanced self-esteem because being humble and respectful is not easy. It requires honesty. It requires gratitude. It requires pride. It requires humility. Being humble and respectful will help you improve yourself and your relationships. It will help you learn from your experiences and feedbacks. It will help you appreciate your achievements and failures. It will help you acknowledge your contributions and responsibilities. It will help you respect your rights and duties. It will help you value your similarities and differences. It will help you cooperate and collaborate with others. Chapter 6. Be adaptable and flexible. The eighth way to rise ahead of your competition is to be adaptable and flexible. The Spartans were adaptable and flexible in their strategy and tactics, whether it was offensive or defensive, direct or indirect, conventional or unconventional. They were adaptable and flexible in their environment and resources, whether it was land or sea, mountain or plain, summer or winter. They were adaptable and flexible in their response and reaction, whether it was proactive or reactive, aggressive or passive, fast or slow. To be adaptable and flexible like that means you need to have an open mind. It means you are curious and willing to learn new things. It means you are creative and able to find new ways. It means you are versatile and able to use different skills. It means you are flexible and able to adjust to different situations. You need to have an open mind because being adaptable and flexible is not easy. It requires curiosity. It requires creativity. It requires versatility. It requires flexibility. Being adaptable and flexible will help you cope with change and uncertainty. It will help you explore new opportunities and challenges. It will help you discover new solutions and improvements. It will help you develop new abilities and competencies. It will help you adapt to new circumstances and conditions. It will help you respond to new threats and risks. It will help you survive and thrive in a dynamic and complex world. Chapter 7. Be loyal and trustworthy. The ninth way to rise ahead of your competition is to be loyal and trustworthy. The Spartans were loyal and trustworthy in their allegiance and commitment, whether it was to their city, their king, their army, or their comrades. They were loyal and trustworthy in their promises and obligations, whether it was to their friends, their allies, their enemies, or their gods. They were loyal and trustworthy in their actions and words, whether it was to their honor, their duty, their oath, or their truth. To be loyal and trustworthy like that means you need to have a strong character. It means you are honest and sincere. It means you are faithful and devoted. It means you are reliable and dependable. It means you are honorable and ethical. You need to have a strong character because being loyal and trustworthy is not easy. It requires honesty. It requires faithfulness. It requires reliability. It requires honor. Being loyal and trustworthy will help you build and maintain your reputation and relationships. It will help you earn and keep the respect and trust of others. It will help you form and strengthen the bonds and ties with others. It will help you support and protect the interests and values of others. It will help you fulfill and exceed the expectations and standards of others. It will help you attract and influence the followers and leaders of others. Chapter 8. Be wise and prudent. The 10th and final way to rise ahead of your competition is to be wise and prudent. The Spartans were wise and prudent in their knowledge and judgment, whether it was factual or moral, practical or theoretical, objective or subjective. They were wise and prudent in their choices and decisions, whether it was personal or collective, short-term or long-term, beneficial or harmful. They were wise and prudent in their goals and means, whether it was realistic or idealistic, moderate or extreme, peaceful or violent. To be wise and prudent like that means you need to have a sound mind. It means you are rational and logical. It means you are informed and educated. It means you are aware and mindful. It means you are cautious and careful. You need to have a sound mind because being wise and prudent is not easy. It requires rationality. It requires information, it requires awareness, it requires caution. Being wise and prudent will help you achieve and sustain your success and happiness. It will help you understand and evaluate your situation and options. It will help you select and implement your strategy and actions. It will help you monitor and control your performance and outcomes. It will help you review and improve your process and results. It will help you balance and harmonize your needs and wants. It will help you optimize and maximize your potential and satisfaction. These are the 10 ways to rise ahead of your competition, based on the ancient wisdom and experience of the Spartans. By integrating these advice into your life, you will be able to improve yourself and your situation, overcome your challenges and obstacles, and achieve your goals and dreams. You will also be able to live a life of honor, courage, and excellence, just like the Spartans did. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful and interesting. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Remember, as the Spartan King Leonidas said, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle.